I known you for 48 hours before I told you I
Here
didn't
we
like it.
go.
At least you know now, like,
I should have known that on Pop the Balloon.
oh my God. And I should have known you had just went through a breakup in July. Like, stop.
Oh,
You don't know everything that quick. So everybody's supposed to just put it all out there right on the front street to know. No, it moves so quick.
A few moments later.
So I have to admit that my heart is still with someone else.
Oh.
what?
So I feel like even though I thought I was ready to date, I feel
It's like
like,
timeout.
yeah, I rather send a public apology right now to Micah Murray, who was
Who?
someone who now I realize I dropped the ball.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this fascinating story from the Pop the Balloon show. Okay, so this is gonna be another one of those follow-ups to see if the couple that appeared on the show and matched on the show actually went on a date or not and how it went. Okay, so of course I'm gonna play the initial clip that had went viral, and then subsequently we're gonna play the follow-up to see if they actually went on a date and how that went. Okay, now looking at the Zoom setup, okay, they're not even in the same room. That's a bad sign. Okay, that is a bad indicator that hey, the date actually went well, or if they even went on a date to begin with. Okay, but let's go to roll the clip. Let's take a look.
He said yes. Now, is it going to be a yes for you for him? During your episode, there were quite a few comments and things like that, and we got to know you guys just a little bit. But if you do want to, dive in and let us know just a little bit more about yourselves, Felicia, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, I will just start by saying I do real estate full time. I am bi-coastal between Arizona and the DMV area. I don't know what else about me I should say.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay.
No little ones, no pets. It's, I'm just a
Just you for
single
now.
independent woman out here.
All right. And then Brian, if you want to, let us a little more about yourself.
As I said in the show, I'm 38. I'm in the network. I do a lot of IT. I also have my own business as far as home improvement.
Okay.
I'm in the fitness, big into fitness. Also motivational speaker. I like to motivate. Also, I'm starting my own podcast in the process. It's called Word to Wise Podcast.
Nice.
So I'm building that, and just that pretty much it. I'm just an open-minded individual and just willing to open with, different people that's trying to build as far as like podcasts, as far as like growing businesses and stuff like that. So that's just pretty much it.
Okay. So what made you guys want to apply to be on Pop the Balloon? Brian, we could start with you.
What made me want to apply? Honestly,
Yeah.
I was looking for love. It was an opportunity that presented myself to. I actually was watching the show prior to being on the show, so I pretty much decided to get on the show. I said, well, let me just try this and see what happens. I was astonished that I got chosen to be on the show. But so that was my main reason, to actually find love and see what happens,
Okay. Felicia, what about you?
Like Brian, I was watching the show, and one of my friends actually was telling me I should apply. And it was really because this year there was a lot of changes in my life, and I've always been the type to go from relationship to relationship. But like this year, I've been more doing the inner work and introspect on myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to date. So I thought that would be a good way. And when I found out it was based in Arizona, where I'm from, I was like, let's see what happens.
Well, I'm glad you guys both decided to come on the show. It was definitely a pleasure having you guys. And then so just to kind of dive into the juicy topic at hand that everyone is obviously dying to hear, since you guys ended up matching when you were on Pop the Balloon or Find Love, have you guys gone on a date? Oh, silence.
Yeah,
Why are we hearing silence?
Hey, all I hear is crickets.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I didn't know who should start that. We did see each other after the show. So
Okay.
we could say that, it was a date.
Okay, so you guys went on a date like right after the show, like after you matched kind of thing, or?
No. I mean, the group went afterwards. We all went out, but then the next day, Brian and I met up.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
That's good. Wow, y'all kind of scared me. There was a little quiet. So where'd you guys
Well,
go? What did you guys do?
it was kind of like, well, Brian can probably tell you, but it was unexpected because I think he was supposed to catch a flight out, but he was here. So, Brian, you tell him. I don't want to be telling your business.
Yeah. Let's hear from Brian.
Oh, so what happened was, after we left the show, we ended up going to what was the name of that spot we went to?
No, I was just talking about you missing your flight, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm getting in the intel of deep of everything we did.
Yeah,
We went to the spot pretty much. What was it? You don't even know, so.
I don't know.
All right, but anyhow,
It was a sports bar. It was a Sunday. It was Sunday after.
everybody from the cast of the show, we hung out there at the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up unfortunately missing my flight. Had so much fun. Ended up getting caught up with time. Missed my flight, and ended up having to stay the next day, the following day. So I hit her up and said, I'm gonna be here. I was a little mad about the situation that I ended up missing my flight. So I told her I'm gonna be here. Can you come hang out with me? Can you keep me company? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I said, where can we go? And I guess we ended up going to like some little, I can't recall, but I know it was like a bar or something. We ended up watching the football game and catching up and stuff like that. And ended up leaving there. She ended up taking me to her mom's house. And I met her mom.
What?
Mom was pretty nice. I had.
It wasn't like that. Don't. Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
I told him. I asked him first. I was like, "Are you okay with this? I know it's weird. You don't know me, but my mom was like, come by the house. Come by. You need to see your sister." And it was like, Brian, are you okay? Like that's kind of crazy to make him do that.
Okay.
Yo, this is the second time I've heard this on the show in about a week. Okay, I find it extremely weird where people are bringing complete strangers to meet their parents and their folks. Okay, again, I find that completely weird. I did a video on a woman that introduced her date from the show to her whole family, including her baby father. Okay, her baby father was there and it was extremely uncomfortable for her date. Okay, so I don't know why this is a thing now. I don't necessarily want to call this a trend, but we've seen this before. And again, I find it weird that you'd want to introduce a complete stranger to meet your parents. But let me know what you guys think.
I'm giving story by story by in sequence of what happened, and that's how it happened. Yeah.
She was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
That happened.
So you went to the mom's house.
Right. Had some good old spaghetti.
Ooh.
With the garlic bread and the butter on it. But
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's how the first date went. I would say that was an official first date.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Felicia, how was it for you?
We went to a couple spots actually. The first place we went to, I picked out, but I didn't like it. When we got inside, it was I just didn't like the vibes. And then he found a spot in Tempe that we went to, but it was the same. It was like a nice little sports bar. And then I took him to one of my favorite rooftops in Tempe, where I suggested it. We rode together. And then we went to a rooftop, and then that's when I was like, "Hey, my mom is asking if I could stop by. Are you okay with that?" And we stopped by. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. And then I had parked, so he took me back, and that was it. It was kind of like unofficial date, but we spent time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a date. You guys got to, hang out, do some things together, all that stuff. Maybe obviously get to know each other a little bit more as well. So how was getting to know each other? Have you guys gone on any other dates after that point? I know you had to go back home, Brian. So have you guys been able to meet up after that?
It hasn't been good.
Uh-oh.
It didn't make it past Arizona.
Okay, why?
It didn't make it past Arizona. I mean, I just felt a disconnect.
Okay.
And it was a disconnect that I felt, and I can elaborate.
So you felt the disconnect from that day that you guys hung out, like that entire day?
No, the date went good. Everything went swell with the date. I enjoyed her energy. Like everything went swell with the date. But I'm talking about as far as
afterwards.
there you go. Yes, the whole afterwards.
Okay. Okay, so what you can
The
go ahead and
disconnect. It was
elaborate.
so basically the disconnect. I felt as though she wasn't into me. I felt as though I think the disconnect was more so her not being honest of what she wanted on the show. She didn't
Ooh.
present what she wanted on the show. She didn't say that she said that she told me honestly, she said that she don't like smokers. She
Mm-hmm.
never said that she don't like 420 weed smokers.
I
Okay,
don't
so
have a problem with 420 weed
when she
smokers.
found out, hold on, like when she found out that I smoked marijuana when we hung out, it was an issue. Oh, you didn't let me know that you do this. Why didn't you let me know, this? And I said, you didn't state that on the show. How do I know that you didn't you didn't state that? Because guess what? It would have been way more pop balloons. You wouldn't have made it to the round you made it to.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? Other guys would have popped on you.
I see. So Felicia, I remember on the show you definitely did say your deal breaker was cigarette smokers. So did you mean to also say that as well, like with the marijuana,
No,
or
I said what I meant.
Okay.
So I said cigarette smokers because that is the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what Brian's speaking on, I don't have a problem with people who smoke weed. I can't say that I never have. I can't. That's not my thing.
Okay.
We were spending probably 2 hours together, and he smoked twice.
Oh.
And then, of course, after smoking and you're going to come next to me and be up under me, then I don't really like that as much. I didn't necessarily say that I had a problem with it while we were on the date. But then when he had to smoke again, and the next day when he checked in and he was like, so how do you think the date went? I was just like, we FaceTime. And I was like, just to be honest, I was like, it was kind of a turnoff that you felt the need to have to smoke twice. So do you have do you smoke daily? I didn't know. And he was like, I do, or whatever. And I was like, I didn't realize, yes, you're right. Maybe I should have said someone who smokes daily is a problem for me. Or actually, and we didn't even, he was like, at first he was like, I won't smoke around you. So we didn't just stop talking there, but he did kind of rub me the wrong way when I said that was a turnoff, because he went a little 0-60 on you should have said that. And I was like, bring it down, hold on. I probably should have said that, but I'm telling you now. And I just felt like, he just really took quick offense. And it was like, I don't really know you yet. For me, it was a turnoff. Stay tuned.
Oh, well, I can attest to that. I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive man, and I stand on what I mean. So at the end of the day, if you stand on what you mean, you should have been upfront with what it was. I shouldn't have to go through, all this to figure out, oh, you didn't like weed smoke. I should have known this on the show. I should have known this.
Did you not? Did you miss what I said?
I hear what you said, but I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Stop saying that I have a problem with addictions. How about that? I should have said that, right?
Yes, you should have said that.
But
so you're saying
it's not an addiction.
You're assuming that he's addicted to weed.
I asked him if he was addicted to weed, and his response was, I smoke every day. So are you addicted? I don't, that's not for me to say. I guess I should have. He just said, yeah, I should have said that. Okay. So if that's the case, I said, I don't want to smell it. So he said he won't smoke around me. And I said, okay, I agreed that. Let's try this again when I'm in Maryland. So I wasn't saying exactly I wasn't cutting him short for that. It was a turn off after the conversation, after the communication that followed. And then he went online and said that he should have popped my balloon. And I was just like,
where was this?
Yeah, I should have popped the balloon. Yeah, I said it.
Let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, now he's using the word an aggressive man is what he's using. Aggressive. I wouldn't necessarily categorize it as aggressive. Okay, it seems like he has standards for himself. He's standing on business in regards to what he believes. Ideally he would want a woman to come into his world and to accept the fact that, hey, I'm a weed smoker. This is what I do. I smoke weed every day. It is what it is. Okay, take it or leave it. Doesn't seem like he has any intention in changing who he is. And, hey, it seems like for her specifically, this might be a deal breaker for her. Okay, she doesn't strike me as somebody that would be interested in a dude smoking every day or twice in 2 hours or whatever she said on the date. Okay. Seems like it's not just every day, but it's multiple times within the day. Okay. And it seems like that is a deal breaker for her. And, you know, hey, she's kind of alluding to the fact that he could possibly be addicted to weed smoke. Now, any y'all smoking weed in the comment section, let me know. I don't smoke weed. I don't know. But, you know, hey, it seems like this could potentially be a deal breaker here. But let me know what you guys think.
You said it where,
Honestly,
Brian?
said it. I said it on
social
Instagram.
media.
I put it on, yeah. And she blocked me after that. Yeah, because that's how I felt. Like, honestly, like I could have met the other woman that came after her that was, I mean, I'm just saying. She's a great woman, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, this is who I am. Take me as I am. This is me. Like, you
There
know,
you have it.
if you would have told me what you like, I would have said, okay, cool. Pow.
Brian, we don't know each other yet. Let's be clear. Like, you can't just state all of everything that you want, because that's the purpose of getting to know
You're
someone.
on a dating show. Every other woman stated this, that their preference, that they don't like weed smokers. They was specific, very specific with what they meant.
I think
They
you have a
stand on
problem
what
with
they mean.
listening. I think you have a problem with listening because, like I said, you can smoke weed. I told you not to smoke when you're with me, or like when you're like.
There's no. I understand what you're saying, but how can you say this like a smart person? You can't tell a person how much they can smoke or do this and that. If you smoke weed. It doesn't matter how many times I smoke.
You're right. You
If
see
I
that
can
reaction
smoke
right
5,
there?
6 J's if I want
You're
to.
good. I'm good. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
I smoke weed. And you can't
You
put
do.
no. And I did say that I was going not smoke around you. And then here's what happened after that. You the disconnect was off. No calls.
So after that conversation where she said, or you guys had the discussion, you're like, okay, I won't smoke it around you. You're saying after that she stopped talking to you.
Well, she didn't stop. I just, like I told you, I felt a disconnect. Like I was I texted her one morning, like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Mm-hmm. I might say good morning, and she texts back, good morning. So I said, how are you? I didn't get a text back for about 6 hours, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is
okay.
You know
why
what?
did I get a text for 6 hours?
It's nasty work right there.
I like, what happened?
I was asleep. What you say? Go ahead, explain this.
I told him my phone wasn't working. One.
Okay.
Was that the time, Brian? And I told him.
I'm talking about the first time. That's the second time. That's the second time when you said your phone was working when I texted you. That's the second time. The first time was the time. The first time when I first texted you when I said good morning. Do you recall when I said good morning and then you said good morning back and I said, how are you doing? And you didn't text back for 6 hours and then you finally said, oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. You don't remember that?
You know what, I don't, because guess what? I have bad memory. Let me tell you that now. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. But let me tell you, I can't look at my phone because the receipts are on my phone. We're using our phones. But if I delayed in speaking to you, I delayed in speaking to you. Like, we don't go together. It was probably I said.
That ain't gonna work with me.
And I got back to you. It wasn't ignoring you. I told you what was going on.
That ain't gonna work with me.
He jumped to, like, we was together already.
Yeah, that is an issue. Okay, if there's a 6-hour gap between text messages for anyone, really, man or woman, okay, if I don't hear back from you in 6 hours and I'm trying to get to know you, I mean, let's be honest, majority of us have our phones in our hands for majority of the day. Let's keep it real. Okay, even when we're at work, our phone is somewhere close by. The buzzer's on, okay, even if it's on silent, you may pick it up every 15, 20, 30 minutes, what have you. So to say that, hey, 6 hours passed by and you didn't check up on your phone, really? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think.
Already baby or somebody, and he was already like, I need this communication from you. And I was just like,
correct. Every man needs it.
Brian, I said, when we get back to Maryland, we can connect. Like, it's literally been 2 days.
How can you connect when you got a disconnect? And you feel
when I see you,
mm-hmm.
we're going to try this again. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't like, let's give this. Okay, I said I was going to be open after the whole weed conversation. I said, when I get back to Maryland, we can have a date. We could try this again. So why didn't you just give it that opportunity?
Because after that call, when I told you, you said your phone was broken, this and that, and I sent you a text message. I said, you're not really feeling me, are you? And you said no. You said, honestly, not really. I can pull a text message. You said that.
What did I say
asked you
before
a
I
question.
said that?
You tell me.
I said, if you're so pressed to find out if I'm already feeling you, instead of wanting to give it some time to get to know you, if you just want to run off and tell them whether this worked or not, no, then go ahead. Tell him it didn't work. Because he was so pressed. He kept pressing to know. Why would you press someone to know, are you feeling me? Who asked that? Like, just let it
I need to know
flow.
for my own security. There's no letting nothing flow because I'm a man. At the end of the day, I need to know for my own security.
So you wanted to know if she's feeling you so that you can know what kind of energy to give back. Is that
That's all that.
Okay.
Yes.
I can understand that.
So here's the thing, like, you shouldn't have to press a woman to know if she's feeling you or not. Like, you should know instantaneously. Okay, she should give some sort of indicator. Okay, grab your arm, give you the googly eyes. Okay, text you more frequently, you know, instead of texting you every 6 hours. Okay, there should be some sort of indicator to determine that she's feeling you or not. Okay, so if you have to question it and ponder to yourself if she's feeling you, she's probably not. Okay, she's really not. And she's basically saying from her side is, hey, give it some time.
Felicia, what led to you blocking him?
Because I told him that I was open to having more communication with him when we came to Maryland. The fact that he couldn't even get 48 hours before asking me again if I'm feeling him, like, I get that you want to communicate with people, that's cool, but you did turn me off a little bit, but I'm willing to give this another opportunity, but don't press me. Like, don't press this when we're trying. Like I said, we can try a date when we get to Maryland. Why would you hit me up after we just had this conversation and ask if I'm feeling you? That doesn't make sense to me.
I just said
we're gonna see. When I get there, it's not like I wasn't answering my phone. I was still answering my phone. I was still texting you back. It's just when my phone actually broke, I think that's what set him off, because he was like, you're horrible at communication. Once again, sir, you don't know me like that. So he went real.
Let me tell you something. It don't take that
Crazy.
much to know a person. All you to take a couple conversations. I dealt with a lot of women before. So don't tell me what I don't know. I don't know you particularly. I don't. But I know these certain traits and stuff that women do.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying is he's looking for some sort of baseline that he can say, okay, maybe there's something there. Okay, it seems like she was completely turned off because of the weed smoke, and you know, hey, she wanted to give it some time to possibly reset to determine if she wanted to continue or not. Okay, so in that situation, you know, him asking, are you feeling me? Are you feeling me? Was probably turning her off even more. Okay, really pushing her away even more. And, you know, Brian in the situation probably wasn't realizing that. Okay, he was probably saying, hey, this is black and white. Okay, are you feeling me or not? Okay, it shouldn't have to be this complicated to determine if you are feeling me. And, you know, hey, let's communicate and figure this thing out. And it seems like she kind of wanted to take her time in the situation based on her being turned off from the weed smoke and the events prior.
I'm not categorizing you, but I've seen this before, and that's all it is. I need to know. I need assurance as a man to know if the woman that I'm going to date or be with wants me. I need communication. I need an understanding.
So is he blocked on everything, like Instagram, phone number, all of that, or just Instagram?
Yeah, because like I just felt like he went straight to Instagram to post that he should have popped my balloon when we just spoke. I thought we were gonna try and see each other, but then to go on Instagram and post something like that without telling me, again, it's not that deep. I don't know you. You don't know me. Blocked.
You're right. You're right.
What's the point? Like, you didn't even talk to me first. You don't need to. And I'm the one horrible at communication.
So, Brian, you posted that on your Instagram after you didn't hear back from her for after a few hours?
I posted that when I got the clarification that she wasn't into me. And she, honestly, when I got the clarification of that, that's honestly when I decided to do it. Okay. You know, when I felt that disconnect.
So did you guys communicate and tell each other, you know what, I don't think this is going to work anymore. Or it was just,
No.
she said what she said, you post on Instagram, boom, block. And that was it.
Well, like I
Yep.
said, honestly, it's not gonna work because, like I told you, I smoke weed, so I know it's not gonna work. I mean, what? She don't like that, and I'm not changing something that I do or something that I've been doing before I met her. She either accept what I do. She should have been upfront with what she wanted, you know, and that's just it.
Okay.
I was a lot of things that happened that I was, not necessarily okay with, but I wasn't trying to be picky. The reason why I'm on the show is to explore different opportunities of love and what love looks like and what it could have looked like. So I was just telling him I was open to seeing, because maybe I am a little too much sometimes. I'm a princess, I'll give you that. But when it comes to the weed, it was just he was already trying to be all up under me. We were like, so if you're gonna smell like weed and be up under me, and I'm in real estate, I'm a professional, so yeah, I can't be smelling like weed when I go meet my clients. Not to say that's the case, but yeah, that would be a problem if it has to be that often for you because it's twice in one setting or one. That is a problem. But I was trying to be open. I was trying to be open minded and see if maybe I'm the one who needs to be like more open. I don't know.
Okay.
Or honest.
Oh, man.
It's
Okay.
not dishonesty, Brian. I don't see if again. I known you for 48 hours before I told you I
Here
didn't
we
like it.
go.
At least you know now. Like,
I should have known that on Pop the Balloon.
oh my God! And I should have known you had just went through a breakup in July. Like, stop.
Oh,
You don't know everything that quick. So everybody's supposed to just put it all out there right on the front street to know. No, it moves so quick. That's the like. If anything, I would should have popped y'all balloons because y'all all came casual and I came all dressed up, and I was like looking at y'all like, oh, are we going to two
wow.
different places? Like, did
Okay,
BM
okay.
did BM tell them different things? So I was really trying to be open minded.
No, everyone stole the same thing, dress to impress, first date attire. So, oh man, okay, yeah, I can see that this
I just don't think that they're a good fit whatsoever. Okay, forget about the weed smoke. I don't think that they're a good fit. Okay, from an aesthetic perspective, they don't look compatible. They have two different personality types when it comes to certain things. Okay, Brian wants to do things his way, and it seems like the lady here in the video, hey, she has her own way of kind of doing things, the things that she likes and doesn't like. And it seems like when it comes to communication, okay, they have two different communication styles.
anywhere after the conversation that you guys had. But, to go ahead and just kind of like wrap everything up, any upcoming projects that we can be looking out from either one of you? Let's start with Brian.
Well, like I said, I'm still doing my podcast. I'm still doing my motivational speaking. I'm still doing my everyday exercise and personal fitness, and also I'm still doing my business. So that's just
Okay.
pretty much it. I want to come back on Pop the Balloon. I'm
Oh,
single. I'm open. I'm
okay.
open. I'm in the field now. So yeah.
And now
I'm a single
any
man.
possible future
Don't do
matches,
it.
they know Brian is a weed smoker. Okay.
Yeah. And guess what? And any woman that come on there, be honest. Tell me if I let ask you guys some of your dislikes of your man, and be honest. Just be honest, okay? And we don't gotta go through this because I wasted my time. Thank you. I had
Oh,
fun though. I had fun.
well,
Yo.
maybe you'll find your match after this. Now
I had fun.
it's possible.
Uh-oh.
But Felicia, you are so sweet. I enjoyed your presence. I enjoyed meeting you. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying this like I said we could talk in the future, but I just told you what I do and what I indulge in, and you know what's up.
I
Okay.
mean, even though I blocked you, it's cool. There's no, I just, as a dating potential, obviously, we're clear that would never be. But
That
Correct.
wouldn't work.
as a cool person, too, thank you. You too.
And now, Felicia, any upcoming projects on your end?
I mean, I can't say that I have anything to announce as far as projects. I do real estate coast to coast. So if you guys need me, I'm still
Nice.
doing that. I will say I am still single. I won't necessarily say I want to come back to the show, but through all that I've been doing in the introspect, I realized that what I am looking for in a man and you guys' show has kind of helped me to even evaluate that more and being more truthful, as Brian says, and being truthful with myself. Though I have to admit that my heart is still with someone else.
Oh.
So I feel like even though I thought I was ready to date, I feel
It's
like
like timeout.
yeah, I rather send a public apology right now to Micah Murray, who was
Who?
someone who now I realize I dropped the ball and fumbled
Is that her ex?
because that was someone who I think genuinely is, looking back, I messed that up. I dropped the ball, fumbled that person who I think now, through everything I've learned about myself, through everything that I'm looking for, they fit. And yeah, I messed that up.
Okay. And this is your ex?
This is an ex.
Yo,
yeah.
what is happening?
Oh, wow.
And I don't think they would talk to me again because they probably would feel like a fool. Just because, ego, pride, whatever friends, family may say. But I think just taking accountability for myself, I was the one that mishandled the situation. As Ryan said, I could have been more communicative when it comes to certain things. So maybe he's right. I could work on that.
So I'm confused. Is she saying that Brian is so bad that she misses her ex? Okay, he pretty much put a battery in her back to say, hey, I really miss my ex. Okay, Brian is so bad. Okay, he's such a bad guy. Or, hey, when it comes to the single dating market, ain't nothing out here. Okay, the dude that I had, yeah, I miss him. Okay, I fumbled the bag when it came to that guy. Okay, that's basically what she's saying here. Or she was never over him to begin with. Okay, even going on the show, in her heart of hearts, she always had this guy in her heart, okay, in the back of her mind in regards to who she really wanted to be with. Or two things can be true at the same damn time, okay? Whatever this is nasty work. It really is, okay? Because you came on the show to find a match. You matched with Brian. Come to find out, you're now saying that you miss your ex, okay? So let me know what you guys think about this. This is a turn of events for sure, but let me know what you guys think.
And but I want to just send my public apology. He'll probably never watch this show, and I don't know what could ever come of that.
You never know.
And maybe nothing ever will, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say this because if his friends, family, somebody is watching, I publicly apologize because I see the errors in my and flaws in my ways.
Okay.
And I genuinely hurt that person who I want to apologize to.
So coming on the show kind of made you realize, like, ooh, maybe I wasn't ready to put myself out there to date?
I think I'm ready to date. I'm just saying that I realize the things that I'm looking for. And I'm looking back at myself on this show and I'm saying, I want this multidimensional man. I want somebody who's going to be a leader. I'm looking at all these things and I realize I had that.
So she's trying to say that Brian isn't that?
Humbly saying, because I'm sure a lot of women won't admit it, I dropped the ball. And I was not in a whole place like I am now, the same person to actually admit that then.
Yeah.
And so it may not ever happen with that person, but whoever gets me next will get more of a whole woman instead of the broken person that I was when I dated him.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good to hear, the self-reflection and the accountability that you're taking now. So, like we said, hopefully this message gets to him and we see what comes of it.
Look at Brian.
Ryan, what are you doing? Ryan, what's going on?
He checked out. He's
not about
like,
you, buddy.
man.
Yeah, but I know it ain't about me, but that's why.
Thank you for helping me appreciate what I'm looking for.
Nasty work. That's nasty, right?
Don't put me in. I'm not in the equation. It's between you and this. I'm not in the equation. But, I mean, I wish the best of you. I hope you listen. I hope you can get them back. But hey, good luck to you.
Yeah, honestly, good luck to both of you guys. And thank you both for coming on today. And I wish you, like I said, I wish you both the best in your business, in your love life. Brian, maybe we'll see you again. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
He wants to be seen. He will be back.
Be on the lookout. No, I want love. I'm gonna find somebody. How about that?
You will.
Yeah.
You will.
All right, guys.
Yo.
Thank you for coming on. And everyone at home, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
All right, guys, so there you have it, okay? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, okay? A turn of events, okay? Come to find out she wasn't over her ex to begin with, okay? So I don't even know what to say here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, okay? Some of y'all may say, hey, Brian was so bad to the point where he made her miss her ex, okay? That could be one viewpoint, or again, she wasn't over her ex to begin with, okay? She appeared on the show knowing deep down inside that her heart belonged to somebody else. I'm just saying, okay? This is a classic example of, some of these modern women out here thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, okay? Not really appreciating what they had right in front of them, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Some of these modern women will have 85 to 90% of exactly what they're looking for in a man, and then turn around and say, oh, well, there's 10% missing there. Okay, so they'll throw away 90% of what they have to look for 10% of what they don't have. Okay, instead of just working with the guy, okay, if he didn't put hands and feet on you and ultimately cheat on you, everything else, in my opinion, should be water under the bridge, okay? For you to throw away 90% of what you're getting from a guy, or 85% or what have you, to find 10% or 15% of what you're not getting in a relationship, to only end up with nothing, is truly fascinating, okay? Because anyone that's out here when it comes to the single dating market understands that there's not much out here, okay? For you to get to know somebody, what's your favorite color, going out on dates, so on and so forth, they understand that it's a headache, okay? So what you really had in hindsight wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. But hey, I'll give her some credit here. At least she had some accountability to identify and understand that what she had was a good thing, okay? She understands, hey, I'm out here in the single dating market, and maybe the grass is not greener on the other side, okay? The thing that I thought that I could attract at 37 years old, okay, respectfully, I'm at a point in time in my life, I'm at an age in my life where the things that I thought I could attract, no problem, those things aren't necessarily panning out, okay? It's a lot more difficult out here than what I thought when it comes to the single dating market. It might be a little too late here in regards to the gentleman that she's referring to, okay? It's a possibility that he may have moved on to something else, okay? Because ultimately you want to be with somebody that is going to appreciate you, okay? That is going to respect you and not throw you away because, they're trying to chase the 10% of what they think is missing from the relationship, okay? But who knows, okay? We've seen crazier things. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback, and until next time.